Hello, everyone, and welcome to another wonderful week through the Enchanted spreads. Now, this week we have a wonderful fairy tale, but of course, like many of our other fairy tales, these are meant to hit in on the harsher points in life. These are not the sweet fairy tales. This one has more of the graphic horror in it, but it is meant to give us much guidance. So if you pay attention, you will get a good lesson out of it. Now, today we have Bluebeard, and Bluebeard is all about the taboos, okay? Now, Bluebeard is about a girl who falls for an aristocrat. Her family and friends are very skeptical of him because they find that he's just too good to be true. So they do give her warning. Now, he spoils her. He gives her anything and everything she ever wants. And once they marry, she's to stay on a boat. And to prove his love to her, he gives her 100 keys to 100 rooms in there. But on one key, he says, I'm giving you this key, but you're not to open this door under any circumstance, because if you do, I will have something awful happen to you. Now, of course, he didn't tell her what the awful thing was, but she felt, okay, well, it's just one room. He loves me. Now, over time, curiosity, of course, got the best of her. And she got bored of all the other rooms. And she said to herself, well, he'll never know if I go into this room. So she takes the key and she goes into the room. And when she steps into the room, she sees all of his previous wives hanging like meat in a butcher's shop, and all the blood is on the ground. And she drops the key in horror and walks out of the room. And she realizes, I've got to get the key. I've got to clean this off. And she tries, but unfortunately, the blood cannot come off of the key. She hangs her head and knows her fate because, of course, her husband had told her this was the only room. She realizes she should have listened to her friends and her family, and she reaches out to them for help. Of course, when he comes home, she tells him that, she's been in the room and he can obviously see from the blood on the key. So, of course, he tells her, well, now he'll, of course, have to kill her. But her family and her friends do come to save her. Now, though this story does tell of one kind of breaking a promise and going into somewhere, this is not reflective of that. See, this story is more about us wanting to have the thing that we feel is so great and avoiding the information that the people care about us are trying to tell us. See, they can sometimes see things that we ourselves can't see. And before it's too late, we may find ourselves in a situation that we can't get ourselves out of. This also speaks on relying on the support of those people to know that they can be there to help you out of complicated situations. But also follow your intuition. If something seems too good to be true, it might be. And if someone is telling you or trying to control you in a situation by telling you what something you can't do, it's very different from somebody asking you something. Okay? So be very mindful of toxic relationships and toxic ties, and be very mindful to take in the information that the people you know truly have your best interest at heart has to say, because they may just save your life in the end, much like they did here in this story. I hope you guys enjoyed this Enchanted spread, and if you guys would like to hear more, you can check this content out every week. Make sure you guys stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
What's this